So today I'm here with Keegan Coughlin, a partner at Coughlin and Gerhart. Today we're going to discuss estate planning and particularly estate planning for families with a farm. So Keegan, are there any particular estate planning documents that someone who has a farm should know?
Families who own a farm or an individual who owns a farm are some of the estate planning clients who can benefit most from a thorough estate plan. There aren't necessarily particular documents that these clients may need that others might not, but they do typically benefit from your standard package of a will, power of attorney, healthcare proxy. Sometimes more often they'll benefit from a revocable or living trust, and you need to review business operating agreements and deed transfers to make sure that the full package of the farm is considered in their estate plan.
So Keegan, you mentioned farmers can see a real benefit from having a good estate plan. Can you give me an example?
Sure, I work in our Binghamton and our Cortland offices, and I've worked with a number of families, whether that be a small farm, a large farm, kind of all sorts of family dynamics on their estate plans. The first example that comes to mind is a number of farmers will own a significant chunk of actual physical land, the farm. So they need to make sure that if that farm is going to stay in their family, which it may has for generations and generations, that they need to ensure that whoever is going to be inheriting the farm itself is also inheriting the land. Sometimes we find that the land is in one person's name alone and not in the name of a business or not in the generation who might be currently managing the farm. So it's a good idea for anybody who is going to be inheriting a farm or who has a farm that needs to transition to meet with an estate planning attorney who can make sure that the farm passes as they would intend.
Now, are there ways farmers can preserve their land to remain a farm?
Yeah, great question. So when I meet with an estate planning client who owns a farm, there's often a lot of pride in their family farm and what they do. These clients want this to remain in the family, or if their family isn't interested, they may want to pass it on to an employee who helps run the farm. There are restrictions on the use of your property that you can place, most often via trust, that would allow your property to continue being utilized by the people you trust as a farm for the foreseeable future. This can help preserve a family tradition, or really just a way of life, in a way that I think gives clients a real peace of mind.
So Keegan, you mentioned business operating agreements. So how does that impact the estate plan of a farm?
Yeah, so clients who own a farm present a broad variety of estate planning issues.
Okay.
Farms provide a culmination of issues involving real estate, the family business, crops, animals, sometimes significant personal assets. The impact of the business entity on the farm can sometimes be the most important piece of the farmer's estate plan, whether that's having a thorough succession plan in your operating agreement or ensuring that whomever you want is going to inherit the business entity in and of itself. It can be a little bit more of a sophisticated version of an estate plan. And some people might think of kind of farming as a simple life, but when it comes to estate plans, it's not always that simple. And it's important to have somebody who understands both the business succession planning and the estate planning to ensure that there's a complete estate plan. So that's of vital importance for farming families.
Yeah, no, I bet. Keegan, well, thank you so much. I appreciate the time you spent with me today. It was helpful.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.